Foundation Level Objective 5.4.1 K2. Summarize how configuration management supports testing. You will surely get a question about configuration management in the exam. Q1. You need to update one of the automated test scripts to be in line with a new requirement. Which process indicates that you create a new version of the test script in the test repository? This is a straightforward question. Since we are talking about creating a new version of a work product, then the answer is configuration management. Correct answer is C. Traceability is the relationship between two or more work products, not between different versions of the same work product. Maintenance testing is about testing changes, and it doesn't involve creating a new version of a work product. Q2. Which of the following best describes an example of how configuration management (CM) supports testing? A. Having the version number of the environment, the CM tool can retrieve the version numbers of libraries, stubs, and drivers used in that environment. This is correct. CM can keep track of different version numbers of each item that constitutes a complex item such as a test environment. B. Having a record of the values of the test inputs, the CM tool can execute the test cases for these configurations and calculate test coverage. Incorrect. There could be a file under CM that carries the values of test inputs, but it's just for storage purposes. CM doesn't involve executing test cases or calculating test coverage. C. Having data about the date of purchase of a software license, the CM tool automatically generates information about the fact that the product license is coming to an end. This is not the job of configuration management. D. Having the version number of the test case, the CM tool can automatically generate test data for this test case. CM doesn't generate test data. The correct answer is A. Q3. Which of the following is not an example of how configuration management supports testing? We are looking for a false statement here. A. All commits to the repository are uniquely identified and version controlled. The statement is true. B. All changes in the test environment elements are tracked. The statement is true. C. All requirement specifications are referenced unambiguously in test plans. The statement is true. Configuration management ensures that all identified documentation, such as requirement specifications, are uniquely identified and referenced unambiguously in other test documentation such as test plans. D. All identified defects have an assigned status. This is not an example of configuration management, but rather an example of defect management. The statement is false, so D is our correct answer. Q4. The user reported a software failure. An engineer from the support team asked the user for the software version number where the failure was observed. Based on the version number, the team reassembled all the files that made up the release. This later allowed a developer to perform analysis, find the defect, and fix it. Which of the following enabled the above activity to be performed by the team? Easy one, we are talking about version numbers. Then the correct answer is D, configuration management.